Here we are. I really like this website. I really like this website for a few reasons that may not be obvious. There's nothing really special. The color scheme is nothing really special. Some people might even think it's too busy. Maybe some people like to see videos. It doesn't matter. This guy does a great job on this website. So what's make contact? Have I made contact yet? No, right? Home Finder. Get the latest info on hot new listings. Find your dream home. Okay. So you actually click on this. When you click on this, you enter in your info. This puts you into his database. And as new homes come to him, he shares them with you. This is really good because how many people have shown houses here in Austin or tried to purchase one themselves lately? Okay. Is it really easy? Can you go find the one you want and go buy it right then and there's no other buyers? No, it's tough, right? Okay, so if I want a hot lead, if you can tell me something before you tell the rest of the people, that would be great. So this guy did a good job of bringing me here, and then when I'm here, he doesn't waste any time. He gets right down to it. And actually, if you were to keep going down the page, he hits you again a couple times. He really wants that information. So what's step 3? In the marketing process, nurture. Okay, I didn't receive an email from him. I wish that I would have, because I would have given him a lot of credit, A+. I think he's still at A-. There may not have, and this was on Sunday, there may not have been any hot new listings for dream homes. There may not have been. I still think that he should have said something to me. He should have said, welcome. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for having faith in me. I do have a lot of dream homes. There's just none yet. Don't worry, this isn't broken. You're going to get something. Tell me something, right? So I didn't get it from him. But all is not lost because he does have my information, and when the time is right, he is going to share something of value with me. How many things have I written down? 2? So this is the third. This is the third thing that if you don't remember anything else, please remember this. So I didn't remember it, so let me look at my paper. Guiding principles. Okay. It would be helpful for you, whether you want to use Post-its, write this on your wrist, however you have to do it, remember these principles. How many do you think there are? Okay. Mine as well. There are 4 guiding principles to everything that you do in the online space when it comes to marketing and or sales. Okay? Principle 1, value. Number 2, attention span. Everyone got that so far? Can you tell I'm buying time until I remember 3? Frequency. And number 4, call to action. Okay. This is the third one. This will fill up the remaining space in your memory bank. Guiding principles. You need to think about these principles. These need to guide you in everything that you do when it comes to marketing and when it comes to sales. Is what I'm saying, let me go back to the post. Does this post have value? Does the picture have value? Is what I'm saying have value? I'm taking up space in their feed. You better not be rude, because people are going to unfollow you, they're going to unfriend you, they're going to hide you from their timeline. So everything that you do, you better provide value. You got to try and grab their attention span, because there's not just one social media network. There's a bunch of them. So people are going through all day, and they're getting very quick with it because more keep popping up and more people keep joining, and more people keep posting. You gotta be sensitive to attention span. Do you know what the average attention span is? It used to be 12 seconds. Guess what it is today? Not so bad. 8. 8 seconds. It used to be 12. People were willing to sit there and listen to you for 12 seconds before they turned it off or walked away or interrupted you. It's now 8 seconds. You got to be quick. You got to go. And it's probably even less when it comes to social media sites. Frequency. If you post once a week, you're not going to get anywhere. You can't post once a week. And we're not asking you to write a whole blog post for a post. But you got to get something that's valuable, that will grab their attention, and you got to post at the right frequency. When you get your email campaigns going, you don't want to email them every day. That's too much. But if you go on social media and you want to post, you can post every day. That's the perfect amount. Some people do it 5 times a day. Some people do it once a day. But you got to figure out what the right frequency is. And finally, there has to be a call to action. Now, you don't have to say buy now, sign up now in every post. But it has to be connected to a sequence that leads them to a call of action. Don't just post a picture of a puppy with no words. Yes, it's cute, unless you like cats. It's cute, but it's not taking you anywhere. You have to take them somewhere. In sales, we're walking them, however you want to hold them, from the start to the finish. Okay? So be very sensitive about those in everything that you do. So now we've talked about everything. We've given examples. Let's jump in. So we saw a bunch of apps in the beginning, right, that were over here. I think there were 20 of them, and there's even more. I mean, there's hundreds. I've narrowed it down to these 5. How did I get to these 5? I used the 80-20 rule. 80% of your results are going to come from 20% of your actions. 80% of your output is going to come from 20% of your input. 80-20 rule, right? Here's your social media apps. Little tidbits of each, right? Obviously, we want to be here because everyone's here. We want to be here because this is the second most popular place. We want to be here because this is a professional site where we can connect with people and get professional activities going. Instagram is another option I'm going to recommend you join. We just viewed an Instagram post of a dream home. Yes. You found what? Which part of Bigger Pockets? Their site? Okay. Yes. Wonderful. Anyone else ever heard of that? Bigger Pockets? Okay. They're pretty popular. They're doing a lot in a lot of different spaces. I'll tell you where they're doing a lot is here. If you go on YouTube and you search Bigger Pockets, you'll see quite a few stuff. Maybe it's your cup of tea, maybe it's not. That's up to you. But they are very active on here, and they are generating some interest. So that's a good example of why you want to be here. Now, does everyone have to go out and sit in front of a camera and start shooting videos? You don't have to. But you should be mindful that people are, and this is a way to generate interest. And there is a description below the video where people can take action. Okay, so it's a very beneficial way to drive traffic. So everything that we want to do, we want to get exposure. Here we go. We want to bring them to our site. We want to capture their information, and we want to start emailing them and talking to them. Or, set up an event where we can, actually talk to them face to face. And then we want to convert them. So this is your kind of social media playing field. I'd suggest if you don't already have an account, go and create an account on these sites and start posting, experimenting. Figure out what your UMP is. Don't bounce around all the time. Don't be Mr. Motivational Speaker one day with the God talk and then be talking about how football ties into real estate on the next one and then, how you can flip houses and, it's all about the bargain or it's all about... Figure out what your message is. Keep it consistent. Keep it concise. And start posting on a very regular basis to these sites. There's actually programs out there for free. Hootsuite is one of them, right? You can use it to post a single message, and it goes to all of these. Schedule. There's a bunch of scheduling programs. Okay. Look at it. I help people buy and sell homes, so keep an ear out, okay? Get it? That's so cute. Why is it only a We make things happen for our clients. This is a fun message. This is good. This is cool. I liked it. I saved it. There's no call to action. There's no way for me to get to their website. I know enough that I can click on them and kind of hunt them down, but I don't want to hunt people down. Other people make it way easier for me to get them my contact information. So success here, a little bit of failure here. Okay? Just a tidbit. So what about your website? Anyone ever built a website? You have? Using one of these Squarespace, WordPress. Okay, even better. Very good. And it's not, was it difficult? Okay. Would you consider yourself tech savvy? Okay. So, if you want to do it through WordPress and you have the wherewithal, go do it. I've done it. It's cool. You don't have to, though. There's plenty of other sites out there. Type free website builder, and you'll find a bunch. And they are super easy. He might have used one himself. I'm guessing he had it modified in some way. So why is this good? Why is this a good representation of him? Does anyone see his UMP? Can you gather a UMP from this? Okay, I'll tell you what, I can. So what I see when I come to this site, I see local. Okay? So he's narrowed himself down to local. Oh, sure. Thank you. Different use, but all the same. Local, right? Local. Not dream home, not all over Texas or wherever Winnipeg's at. Canada. Local. You know that 80% of the population in Canada lives within the first 40 miles of the border? It's very cold up there. Yeah, they're trying to stay warm. Local. Okay, local, good. If I'm trying to find a home, I'm going to stay local. And if you're in my area, I want to stay looking in my area. I want to go outside of my area. Great job. Okay, what else? Satisfaction. I like satisfaction. That's good. Guarantees. They don't mean much. It makes you feel good. What about this picture? Who usually looks for homes? Single people? Usually a couple. Maybe not. Maybe it's a single person, but he won't be off-put by seeing a couple. But a couple will be really warmed by seeing this picture. They're hugging. They found it, right? They found it? Local. They found it. Look at him. He's professional. He's smiling. He's happy. Everything about this seems like it's going to be a great experience. Okay? So, hot new listings. Right? Hot new listings. This is part of his UMP. And this is not inconsistent with local. Local doesn't mean small. Local just means around the neighborhood. Hot new listings in the neighborhood. Okay? So, this website is good because, number one, he has his UMP. So if you liked what you saw previously in the social media part, and you come here, he's reinforcing it here with his UMP, and he's giving you a way to actually take some action. So this is a great site. So think about building your site in terms of that. You got to drive people there and get them to sign up, and you have to capture your essence or your UMP in the process. Last but not least, we talked a lot about email. Does anyone do email marketing? Does anyone have a good email marketing campaign? Right? Okay, so here's an example of one. This is real generic. You can see I didn't even put an image here. Which process is this? Sales. Sales is coming in our marketing process. That's right, because they sync up together. So this is the part where I want to sell them. I'm done nurturing them. Let's get it going. Well, here's my sales process, all in a single moment. Interrupt, something eye-catching here so that they get to this point. Because they're not going to jump to the finish line. We've got to walk them there, right? Boom, get you to this. Okay, so this is a little smaller, but it still stands out relative to the next section. Okay, so stop, pause, take it in, engage. We're starting a mailing list. Maybe you send me this email, and you tell me you're starting a mailing list. Okay, I've never heard from you that. All right, well, what are you doing? Are you going to start emailing me offers? What are you doing? You starting up a toy business? Okay, so then in the education part, you're going to tell me what I should expect to receive from you. That's what you should tell me if you're starting up a mailing list. Right? And this information is distinct from this, and it's all distinct from the next step. Okay, so each step we want you to stop, pause, and take it in. Right? Finally, there's the offer. You don't want to go through this whole process and be successful at guiding them, and right before the finish line, you walk away. Give them update profile. See, this is nice. Normally it would say sign up. And you think, I'm not sign up. I don't want to sign up. I've heard it so many times. I get so much. The mailman has to walk the mail up to my door now because he can't even put it in the mailbox. I've signed up. Too much. Update the profile. Update profile? Well, I didn't know I had a profile. I'll update it. Let's do it. So this is great. Each part is its own, can sit by itself, but it links up with all the other parts. This is a great flow. Do it your own way, but make sure that you follow this process. So you have your 3 processes, right? Guiding principles, sales, and marketing. Make sure that you follow the marketing, you follow the sales, and you abide by the guiding principles. For the first few weeks or months, keep them near you. Check, use it as a checklist. If you satisfy the checklist, then post it, then send the email, then build the website, and do all the stuff. If you go on one of our social media sites, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, you will see a post, probably at around 11 o'clock, while we're all in here, that has a link. If you like what the post says, click the link, and you might get something cool, something free, and something that captures all of this information and more. All right, so check it out. And thank you. So my part's done. Wayne, if you have any more to add. Our website is austininstitute.com. Institute. On Facebook, we are Austin Institute. On Instagram, we are Austin Institute. And because we're always remodeling everything and things are never perfect, on Twitter, we are something else. We are, what is it? Texas Real Estate? TX Institute? Okay. We'll find one of the other two and we'll be on there. Okay? Social media, keep your names consistent. We're in the process of doing that. So you might beat us to it. Okay. Thank you guys for your time. Thank you, Wayne.